thrifting with me for summer. I am getting my summer wardrobe intact. Mid-June, it's not even mid-June, it's like late June at this point, but it is still gray and rainy where I'm at because I live in Edward Collins, Washington. But regardless, we're gonna get it together and get some summer stuff. I always like to go into the thrift store with a plan, or I'd say more of a general guideline of the type of stuff that I'm looking for. It helps me from getting out of control, really. I saw a reel where somebody posted these really cute outfits on Amazon. I want to see if I can find anything similar at the thrift. I was eyeing a couple of these matching sets for summer. I'm also open to finding sheets or fabric and trying to sew it myself. A couple more things I added from my Amazon wish list, trying to find things with a similar vibe. I always love to check Pinterest too. My Pinterest boards are stacked. So here's another set. I love white. I don't need too many pants. Like I have pants, I just want pants. I would like a pair of jorts, like the long denim shorts, but I want a baggier vibe. I'm always looking for skirts. I have skirts. I don't need skirts, but I love skirts. The same goes with dresses. I have dresses, but I want more, in particular maxi dresses. Loving the plaid or gingham boxer type shorts. I don't know if I'll find those or not, but even if I could find like a tablecloth or something in that fabric, I've been in my crafting bag, so I will come home and make them. Gold jewelry and accessories. If I could find anything with rocks, that'd be kind of dope. I love natural materials. I am also looking for some housewares. I need little trays to kind of organize with, preferably like metal, either gold, silver, copper, or wood. Any like shelving units and stuff like that too. I'm really trying to shift the vibe of my house to be a little bit more organic feeling, a little bit more nature inspired with stone, wood, etc. So gonna take a quick peek through the home decor section and see what we find. I've been in my crafting bag, so I feel like I can DIY a lot of these things as well. It occurred to me that I should probably look at my home decor Pinterest board, like little run through, because I'm not gonna spend as much time looking at housewares. This is the vibe. I don't need anything too crazy or too fancy. I like this vibe. See what I mean? Just like organic and peaceful, vintage. I want to start adding more color into my home too, but it's scary. I've been a beige and gray home girly for so long. Saw these crochet kind of knit tank tops right when I came in. I did like that this one had a vintage tag, but it wouldn't have fit me. It looked too small, and the other one looked kind of cheap to me. I don't know. Also, as a side note, this is in voiceover. If somebody knows what microphone to use that will cancel noise out at the thrift store, please let me know, because I would love to record in real time for you. I went over to the decor next. I wanted to kind of take a look at some of the art and see if I could find anything cool for my house. I've been wanting to just upgrade my interior in general. I did not have the best of luck finding anything that I felt went with the current vibe that I'm going for in my house. I did kind of like this cherub because it reminded me of the 90s. I also liked these vintage Disney, but again, none of them just really go with the vibe that I'm going for with my decor or the aesthetic. But alas, I was not ready to give up. So back to the tank tops I go. The key to finding the best stuff when you're thrifting is honestly looking at every single thing. I did kind of like this tray with the grapes, but I left her behind because I don't really need that. I just thought it was cool. The skirts is my favorite place to look because I usually can find pretty good ones. Today wasn't hitting quite like I thought it would, but then I ended up finding these amazing two skirts anyways. It was all worth it. They're both like midi Y2K era skirts. I always look through dresses, and I'm not even gonna cap. Dresses can be a little bit of a hit or miss. I either strike gold here or I find nothing. There's no in between.
This does have the gingham that I was looking for. It's like a jumpsuit, little Y2K Target era jumpsuit, but I don't love the silhouette, so I'm gonna leave it behind. It's just not quite what I was looking for. Just when I thought my pursuit in the dresses was over, I found this. This is a vintage Free People dress, and it's covered in butterflies, like Y2K era Free People. Just look at that label. This is a find. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I hope that it fits me because size 6 is a little bit small, but this was the find of the day. Baby, baby, baby. The shoes were a little sparse today, but I did find these ballet flats. What I liked about them was the square toe. They weren't my size once I went and tried them on, so I decided to just go ahead and leave them. I took a look at the jewelry. I do not look at jewelry every time I'm at the thrift store because it can be overwhelming, but today I really wanted to find some. I feel like I did good. I really like this silver necklace. I also found both of these butterfly brooches. I found these beaded earrings. I found these like vintage fan earrings. And then both of these are really pretty, just cute little studs. This beaded layered necklace. There's one other necklace I found, but I could not get a good shot of it. So I headed over to the fabrics to see if I could find ginghams there or just any other fun prints that I could use off of like an old sheet or curtains or something like that to sew and create something new. The last project I did with vintage fabrics, I used vintage towels actually, like kind of 70s eras towels that were in a really cool mustard shade. I did like this blanket and it had the gingham and it has this like Raggedy Ann, but it was too cute to cut up. That one needs to stay as is for somebody to have in their room. So I left it behind. I did, however, find some vintage ribbon. I do not need any more ribbon. I have a huge collection of ribbon, but for some reason I can't say no, especially when it's lace ribbons. I did find these pillowcases. They're super soft and they have this kind of like soft, kind of florally feminine pinstripe on them. So I ended up deciding to take these home. I think I'm going to make a little pair of shorts out of them. Maybe even pajamas, like pajama shorts and a crop top. Not 100% sure if that will be the project, but I did really like these. Me and my daughter love Totoro, so this just had to come home with me. There was no questions. They also had a Kiki's delivery service, but I decided to leave that one behind for somebody else. I grabbed this lace panel, like table runner or curtain maybe, because I actually am creating a project, so I need a whole bunch of these lacy doilies, curtains, tablecloths, etc. for this future project. This dress was in somebody's go back pile that they left around. When I picked it up, the fabric was really heavy, so I could just tell it was a high quality brand, probably designer. I ended up looking the dress up when I got home, and I'll insert a little picture of it. It's by this brand called Selfie, and I guess they're based out of South Africa, so all of their pieces are also made in South Africa. So that was pretty exciting. I also got this for like $20, and it retails for over $200. They still have it on their site now. I can't 100% tell how it looks because it has an open back, and I do have a tank top on, but the back is really what gives this dress the most life, and I'm so excited to wear this. This is probably my favorite piece of clothing from this haul. It's also just so comfortable. Taking the clothes off in the middle of the thrift store is more embarrassing than putting them on because I'm always fearful that something will get stuck and I'm just out in the open and everybody will see. But the thrift stores near me do not have fitting rooms, so unfortunately this is just the reality that I have to go through if I want to get an idea of how things look. Next is a Zara dress that I found. I wanted to love it because I love the patterns and everything. However, once I put it on, you can just tell, like, it's not the dress for me. It's not a bad dress by any means. Isn't doing anything for me. It's giving grandma a little bit, so we're gonna pass. Although now that I look again, I do like it as a shirt with the pants, but I have no regrets in leaving this behind. This was a little Lacoste polo. I honestly just tried it on because it's Lacoste and it was a really good price. I left her behind though because I don't actually wear polos. It's not actually my sense of style, so I figured I'll leave her for somebody else. This vest, I don't know what I was thinking, but it was kind of cool. Like low key, this is kind of epic. I did leave it because when would I wear it in real life? There's some things that I can just kind of hold up to myself without fully trying on to get an idea of whether or not they will look good. Camis like this are really easy to do that with. I decided to leave this. This one I did take because it's 100% silk. It's a Tommy Bahama and it's just super soft. So I decided to take it home with me. Here's one of these like bubble crinkle shirts. Then this kind of fairy tank top. Just all the boho earthy girl vibes. This one was an Eileen Fisher in this kind of rust color. And then this was a Free People. Not quite a vintage Free People, but in my opinion, it looks a little bit older. I wanted this to work so bad. This Eileen Fisher was a size small and it's so soft. The fabrication and everything, you can just tell it's really high quality. However, I kind of feel like it makes me look like I'm 40 and I'm nowhere near 40 yet. So I want to stay away from anything that's going to age me. So I left it behind. Then here is the Free People. I actually really did like the fit of this on me. The silhouette I think looked really good. I would have taken it home if it didn't have that giant crochet piece in the middle. That's what was just not doing it for me. Everything else was a yes, but I just wasn't into it. This is another crazy dress find. It's actually kind of weird how I found so many dresses when for so long I thought I wasn't going to find any, but then they all came to me. That's kind of how it goes at the thrift store sometime. But this also has butterflies all over it. In case you can't tell, butterflies was the theme of the day. This is a halter. Again, I have the tank top on, so it's kind of hard to see the exact fit, but I am really excited. I'm actually going to Miami soon and bringing this dress with me on my trip. Here's my little pile of no's. I did find this book last minute on the way out and I'm getting her too because how cute. Call this a successful thrift trip.